Change. 10 years later. Episode 0. The ledger opens. In 2015, a word took hold of Nigeria. Change. It wasn't just a slogan, it was a promise, a protest, a quiet rebellion against a drifting reality. It carried anger, yes, but also hope. Real hope. The kind that makes a people believe that tomorrow can be negotiated, not endured. A sitting government was called clueless. A nation nodded in agreement. And in that moment, power changed hands, not just politically, but psychologically. Nigerians chose to believe again. 10 years later, belief deserves an audit. This is not a rant. It cannot afford to be. Too much time has passed, too much has happened, and too much is at stake for this to dissolve into noise. Emotion is easy, memory is selective, but history, if it is to mean anything, must be deliberate. So, this series will attempt something simple but uncomfortable. To open the books, we will return to 2015, not nostalgically, not defensively, but factually. What state was Nigeria in when power changed hands? What exactly was promised? Not implied, not assumed, promised. And then we will look at today, not through partisan lenses, not through inherited loyalties, but through outcomes, lived realities, measurable shifts, the things Nigerians can feel without needing a statistic to confirm it. Because beyond policy papers and press releases, there is a quieter truth. A nation's condition is best understood by how its people live. Can they afford food? Do they feel safe? Do they trust their institutions? Do they still believe tomorrow will be better? These are not abstract questions, they are real ledger. Each episode in this series will take one sector, just one, and hold it up to the light. Where were we? What was promised? Where are we now? No shouting, no shortcuts, just a steady, unblinking look. And where there has been progress, it will be acknowledged, not grudgingly, but honestly. Because credibility is not built on criticism alone, it is built on fairness. But where there has been decline or silence where there should have been urgency, that too will be named. Not to score points, but to record truth. Because nations forget quickly, and when nations forget, they repeat. This is not about one party alone. It is about a decade of power, a decade of decisions, a decade that asked for trust and received it. Now, 10 years later, it is only fair to ask, what became of that trust? The ledger is open. Let's begin. But what do we really know? We are just thinking aloud.